Okay, I am audible. Am I audible or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how we convert nanometer to meter?
Divided by 10 to the power 9.
10 to the power 9. Okay. और कोई बताओ, करेक्ट है ये आंसर या रश्मि सिंह? रश्मि, आर यू हियर रश्मि?
एक फार्मूला होता है 1e plus 9.
क्या होता है 1 प्लस ई?
1e plus 9.
Okay, so range of, on the basis of range of electromagnetic spectrum, remote sensing is first is the optical remote sensing, second is the thermal, and third is the microwave. So in optical remote sensing, wavelength range should be 300 to 3000 nm, nanometer, 10 to the power -9 meter. The optical remote sensing device operate in the visible, near infrared, middle infrared, and short wave infrared portion of the electromagnetic spectrum. These are the characteristics for optical remote sensing system. Okay, so most of remote sensor record the electromagnetic radiation in this range. Most of remote sensor क्या करता है? Record the radiation in this range. Okay, 300 to 3000 nm. Next remote sensing system is the thermal remote sensing system. So in thermal remote sensing system, wavelength range should be 3000 nm to 5000 nm and also 8000 nm to 14000 nm. Okay, so record the energy emitted from the earth, and the previous range is related to high temperature phenomena like forest fire, and latter with the general earth feature having lower temperature. So these types of remote sensing, that is a thermal remote sensing, is generally used for earth feature having low temperature. Next is the microwave remote sensing system. Wavelength range should be 1 mm to 1 meter. Okay, 1 mm to 1 meter. And most of microwave sensors are active sensor and having our own source of energy. As for example, radar sat. Radar sat is the example of microwave remote sensing, and it is an active sensor. So longer wavelength microwave radiation can penetrate through cloud covered haze and also in dusty zone, dusty atmospheric zone. So as longer wavelengths are not susceptible to atmosphere scattering, which affects shorter optical wavelength. So for a scattering atmosphere, we use longer wavelength. Okay. And this property allow detection of microwave energy under almost all weather and environmental conditions, so that data can be collected at any time. So microwave remote sensing is mostly used for any weather condition or any time. So this is the electromagnetic propagation wave. So combination of electric and magnetic field, both are mutually perpendicular to each other, passes perpendicular to the light. This is the diagram of electromagnetic wave, how it is propagate. So it is the passes through perpendicular to the light. Okay, and travel speed is the same as light. So speed of light is the 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So electromagnetic wave speed is also 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. And what is the electromagnetic wave? How it is defined? So electromagnetic wave is the combination of electric and magnetic field radiation, and both are mutually perpendicular to each other and passes perpendicular to the light. So blue one is show the magnetic field and green color is show the electric field. Okay, and radiation is moved in this direction perpendicular to the light, and also electric and magnetic field also perpendicular to each other. So electromagnetic radiation is originated from billion of vibrating electrons, atoms and molecules which are emit electromagnetic radiation in unique combination of wavelength. Okay, you have already studied in your 12th standard in physics about electromagnetic wave, how it is propagate and what is the speed, types of electromagnetic radiation also. So all the object above minus 273 degree centigrade or 0 Kelvin reflect, emit and observe electromagnetic radiation. Okay, means below 0 degree Kelvin temperature, electromagnetic wave may not be observed or reflected or emit. Okay, so amount of EMR radiation depend on the temperature of object. So amount of electromagnetic radiation depends on temperature of the object also. Electromagnetic radiation is originated general process of remote sensing, that is the data acquisition. So how in remote sensing data acquired? So source of electromagnetic energy, propagation of electromagnetic energy through atmosphere, interaction of electromagnetic wave with earth surface feature, and retransmission of electromagnetic energy through atmosphere. These are the step of data acquisition. This is the process of step by step data acquisition. Okay, so first necessary point is the source of electromagnetic energy. Okay, then electromagnetic wave is start to propagate through atmosphere and reach to the our target. That means the interaction between electromagnetic wave and our earth surface where our target is placed. Then what is the process? Then re-emission of electromagnetic wave from the target and in form of sensor, and that sensor is again received by our system. So generation of sensor data in pictorial or digital form from our system. That system is either computer system or any software. So these are the data acquisition step. So this data acquisition is shown by diagram. This is the sun. This is the sun. Okay, sun emit the electromagnetic radiation, and this radiation, this yellow radiation of different wavelength is propagate or passing through atmosphere, propagate towards our object that is placed on the earth surface. Again, this object or target re-emit this radiation, okay, in terms of blue line or red line, and this emitted radiation, reflected electromagnetic radiation, is received by our sensor. Sensor is placed at the platform. At platform, either it is satellite or vital satellite, at a space, also at airplane. Okay, so sensor, this electromagnetic radiation is reflected electromagnetic radiation is received by our sensor. So this is the process of data acquisition by remote sensing. Okay, next process is the data analysis. So how data analyzed? So interpretation and analysis of data, generated data, and generation of information product, and users are used as per their requirement. So data we have collect data in form of क्या? In form of radiation. In form of radiation, and sensor again send this radiation to our system, and system process or interpret this data by processing. So basic wave theory. What is the basic wave theory of electromagnetic wave? So electromagnetic energy travel in a harmonic sinusoidal wave that have velocities 3 into 10 to the power meter per second, 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Electromagnetic wave consists of two fluctuating field. First is the electric field, second is the magnetic field, and both are the perpendicular direction. So see the diagram. This is the diagram of propagation of electromagnetic wave. Okay. So wavelength. What is wavelength? So wavelength is defined as the distance between two successive wave peaks, that is represented by lambda, and usually expressed in micrometer or nanometer. Okay, so micrometer means 10 to the power minus 6 meter, and nanometer means 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Frequency, next term is the frequency that is used for electromagnetic wave. So frequency is defined as the number of cycle of passing a fixed point in a space is called the frequency, and it is represented by nu. So wave over the equation C equal to nu lambda. This is the equation which over by waves. Any types of electromagnetic wave follow this equation C equal to n lambda, where V equal to frequency, lambda equal to wavelength, and C equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. That is the speed of light. This is the clear? This definition and formula is clear to everyone? Yes or no? So practical theory for electromagnetic is, it tells about electromagnetic energy interact with matter, the smallest possible. Priya Ranjan, please mute your audio. Priya Ranjan. So what is the theory of electromagnetic wave? It tells about how the electromagnetic energy interacts with any matter. So the smallest possible unit of electromagnetic energy is photon. Photon, you have already studied what is photon. A packet of energy. So a smallest unit of that energy is known as photon, and each possesses a certain quantity of energy, and the energy of a quanta or photon is given as under Q equal to Hf, where Q equal to energy of quanta, H equal to Planck's constant, and F equal to frequency. These all you have already studied in your 12th standard. So Planck's constant is equal to 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 joules second. Okay. So from this above equation, we can also conclude, put the value of frequency in terms of C by lambda. So Q equal to HC by lambda. This is the very popular formula that is used in physics. Q equal to Hc by lambda, or Q. What is Q? Q is the energy. So E equal to Hc by lambda. Okay, energy equation for electromagnetic wave. Okay, so electromagnetic spectrum distribution of continuum of radiant energy can be plotted as a function of wavelength or frequency and is known as electromagnetic radiation spectrum. Okay, so these are the electromagnetic spectrum where visible range is 10 to the power minus 1 to 1. Okay, visible range is 0.44,000 micron to 7,000, violet color to red. These are the visual range. So this slide is very important, so you can take a screenshot. So 10 to the power minus 6, that is gamma rays. 10 to the power minus 4 X-rays, 10 to the power minus 1 ultraviolet. Then visual range is start 4,000 to 7,000 meter, 4,000 to 7,000 mm visual range, and near infrared range is 1 micrometer. Then 10 micrometer is the thermal infrared. Then for microwave, wavelength is 10 to the power 5 micrometer. 10 to the power 8 micrometer is wavelength of radio wave. So these are the range of electromagnetic wave that is used for remote sensing. So electromagnetic spectrum range and remark is given in this table. So gamma rays, that wavelength is less than 3 into 10 to the power minus 5, and remark is given about gamma rays is not available for remote sensing. Incoming radiation is observed by atmosphere. X-ray is wavelength 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 to 3 into 10 to the power minus 3, and not available for remote sensing since it is observed by atmosphere. Okay, so gamma rays and X-ray is not used in remote sensing. Okay, these are the objective question also. Gamma rays and X-ray is not used in remote sensing. It is observed by atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Okay. So next is the ultraviolet, 0.03 to 0.4 micrometer. So wavelength less than 0.3 are observed by ozone layer and in the upper atmosphere. So wavelength between 0.3 to 0.4 micrometer are transmitted and termed as photographic ultraviolet band. So just remember this point. Photographic ultraviolet band wavelength range is 0.03 to 0.4 micrometer. Okay. And this is also observed by ozone layer. So this wavelength is also not used for remote sensing system. Visible range is 0.4 to 0.7 micrometer. That means 4,000 to 7,000 mm. And detectable with film and photo detector. So this is the also used for remote sensing. Infrared 0.7 to 100 micrometer, and atmospheric window exists which allow maximum transmission portion between 0.7 and 0.9 micrometer is called photographic infrared band, and since it is detectable with film, two principal atmospheric windows exist in thermal infrared region also. So infrared, microwave and radio wave is used for remote sensing system. Okay. So longest wavelength in remote sensing is used, that is radio wave, have wavelength 10 to the power 6. Okay, clear? So next class is your structure analysis. कितने बजे से है तुम लोग की क्लास?
11:50.
Okay. Okay. So this is all about electromagnetic spectrum and which wave is used for electromagnetic system. Sorry, remote sensing system. This point is clear to everyone. So important question in this topic is the, for this slide only, visible rays wavelength range of visual rays, that is 0.4 to 0.7 micrometer. Okay, and wavelength rates used in remote sensing is infrared, microwave and radio wave, and longest wavelength used for remote sensing is radio wave, and that have wavelength 10 to the power 6, greater than 10 to the power 6. And gamma ray and X-ray is not used for remote sensing due to it observed by atmosphere. These all points are clear. So next is the energy source and radiation principle. So primary source of energy that illuminate different feature on Earth's surface in the sun, and although the sun produces electromagnetic radiation in a wide range of wavelengths, so the amount of energy it produces is not uniform across all wavelengths. So other than solar radiation, the earth and the terrestrial object also are the source of electromagnetic radiation, and all matter of at temperature above or absolute 0 Kelvin, 0 degree Kelvin emit electromagnetic radiation continuously. So below the 0 Kelvin or below the absolute 0 temperature, there is no object emit electromagnetic radiation. So remote sensing also not work. So so principle of radiation is now clear. Temperature below the 0 Kelvin, no any object emit the electromagnetic radiation, and other than solar radiation, earth and the terrestrial object also source of electromagnetic radiation. So energy source and radiation principle that is given by Stephen Boltzmann law equal to m equal to sigma T to the power 4, where m equal to total radiant existence of material, sigma equal to Stephen Boltzmann constant, and T equal to temperature. This is all about electromagnetic wave, not for remote sensing system. This is all about electromagnetic wave. So energy sources and radiation principle, that is black body radiation. So a black body is a hypothetical ideal radiator. It observes and re-emit the entire energy incident upon in. So no body in a space is perfectly black body. As the temperature increases, the peak shifts toward the left, and this is explained by Wien's displacement law. And it states that the dominant wavelength at which a black body radiates lambda m, lambda is the wavelength, m is the constant, is inversely proportional to absolute temperature of black body. These are the theory for electromagnetic radiation and black body. This is the graph which represent radiation, which represent energy sources and radiation principle. Graph versus energy wavelength versus spectral radiation emitter at a different temperature. Okay. So black body radiation temperature at 300 Kelvin at Earth surface, Earth temperature. Black body radiation curve at 2000 to 3000 Kelvin also given here. And visible radiant range band is 0.5 to 1 wavelength. 0.4 to 0.7 between this. This is the graph. Next is the equation. E lambda equal to hc square by lambda phi. This equation is not used in your syllabus. So Wien's displacement law of electromagnetic wave is also given by Wien's, that is lambda maximum equal to b by t, where lambda maximum equal to wavelength of maximum emitted energy measured in micrometer, v equal to Wien's displacement constant, t equal to temperature in Kelvin. So Earth's atmosphere, composition of atmosphere, that is the different layer of atmosphere. So which layer is lowest layer is the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere. Okay, so atmosphere is the gaseous envelope that surrounded the Earth's surface. Much of the gases are concentrated within the lower 100 kilometer of the atmosphere, and only 3 into 10 to the power minus 5% of the gases are found above 100 kilometer, given by Gibson 2000. So different layer of atmosphere is the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. Okay, these are the variation. Height 0 to 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So up to 100 kilometer this layer is available, and also temperature variation is given. So gaseous composition of Earth atmosphere is nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide and ozone. So percentage of nitrogen in atmosphere is maximum, that is 78%. Oxygen availability in atmosphere is 20.94%. Argon 0.93, carbon dioxide 0.003. It is very less, but it is very harmful. Ozone gas 0.4 to the power minus 6. So these are the gases available in our atmosphere. Effect of atmosphere on electromagnetic radiation. So the radiation from the energy source passes through some distance at atmosphere before being detected by remote sensor. So see the diagram. This is the line diagram of in which show the interaction of electromagnetic wave in our atmosphere. So from any source, electromagnetic waves come to the atmosphere, and in atmosphere either observed, some part is observed or scattered, then hit to the target, and then after reflection of these rays, and this reflected rays is again received by sensor. This is the process of interaction in atmosphere. Effect of atmosphere on electromagnetic radiation, that is the first effect is the scattering. What is the scattering? So atmospheric scattering is the process by which a small particle in the atmosphere diffuse a portion of incident radiation in all directions. So this is the scattering process. So types of scattering is the either selective scattering or non-selective scattering. So scattering means what? Light rays not reflect in one direction. So a scattering due to a small particle present in atmosphere, light is incident in all direction. So this process is known as a scattering of light. Okay. So electro types of selective scattering, selective and non-selective scattering. So first is the selective scattering is Rayleigh scattering or scattering. So see the diagram, electromagnetic from the source, electromagnetic wave which comes. So there are the three possibilities, either observed, radiation is observed by atmosphere, either a scattered, either transmission or re-emission. So this here diagram is shown. This is the observation, scattering, transmission. Okay. Again, emission after the hitting the target, it also emits emission from the object. So in Rayleigh scattering, this occurs when the particle causing the scattering are much smaller in diameter and less than 1/10 than the wavelength of radiation interacting with them. These are the Rayleigh scattering. Next is the Mie scattering. In Mie scattering occur when the wavelength of the energy is almost equal to diameter of the atmospheric particle. This is the condition for Mie scattering. So longer wavelengths also get scattered compared to Rayleigh scatter. So see the diagram of Rayleigh and Mie scatter process. Direction of incident light is also given. So this way it is scattered. This is the scattered light. So effect of atmosphere on electromagnetic radiation. So non-selective scattering, which occur when diameter of the atmospheric particle are much larger than wavelength being sensed. So that is the 10 times larger than wavelength being sensed. So this scattering is non-selective with respect to wavelength, since all visible and infrared wavelength get scattered equally for non-selective scattering. Next is the absorption process. So what is the absorption process? Absorption process is happened in atmosphere when when electromagnetic wave is fully observed by atmosphere. So how it is observed? So absorption process is the in which incident energy is retained by particle in the atmosphere. It is neither scattered nor reflective. So energy is transformed into other form. So unlike a scattering, atmospheric absorption causes an effective loss of energy. So absorption depends on wavelength of energy, atmospheric composition, and also arrangement of the gaseous molecule and their energy level. So the observing medium will not only observe a portion of total energy, but will also reflect, diffract, or scattered the energy. So the observed energy may also be transmitted back to the atmosphere. So in absorption, there is a huge energy loss. Okay. So the most efficient observer of solar radiation are water vapor, carbon dioxide, and ozone. Due to these three, most of electromagnetic wave is observed in atmosphere. Okay. So gaseous component are selective observed of the electromagnetic radiation that observe electromagnetic energy in a specific wavelength band or also depend on the arrangement of the gaseous molecule and their energy level. Is that clear? So atmospheric window, the range of wavelengths that are partially or wholly transmitted through the atmosphere. Remote sensing data acquisition is limited through this atmospheric window. So this diagram is the common remote sensing system. So wavelength shorter than 0.1 micrometer, that is observed by nitrogen and other gases component. Again, wavelength shorter than 0.3 micrometer, that is the X-ray, gamma ray and part of ultraviolet also, mostly observed by ozone layer. Okay. Also visible part of a spectrum, little absorption occur. Visible range of a spectrum also observed. Oxygen in the atmosphere causes of